I would like to introduce Gregory Coll. I see him online. So he was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and he earned his bachelor's degree from Riddle Aeronautical University and master's degree from Stephens Institute of Technology in 2018. He set his goals on obtaining a job working on Space Shuttle program. He started with United Space Alliance working on the main propulsion system of the Space Shuttle in Feb 2004, and it was a dream come true for him. In his spare time, he also took classes at University of Central Florida and was the president of the Graduate Student Association when the university had 42,000 undergraduates and 7,200 graduate students. He had the opportunity to host university orientations as a part of his role as president. This was his first experience in a major political leadership role. He has been married to his wife Heather over 12 years now, and together they have three children, Alexander, Dane, and Maya. Specific tasks he has worked on have ranged from small ground and on-orbit spacecraft refueling development, testing activities, to full end-to-end refueling demonstrations. He has traveled internationally for work and French Guiana to prepare test load hydride propulsion systems for launch. He has also worked at Kennedy Space Center for United Space Alliance as a console operator for the Space Shuttle Main Propulsion System. So we have Gregory, the leader, the problem solver, the manager, who has precise vision on what committees he shall influence on when he wins the office. So Gregory Coll, please go ahead and address the
Oh,
audience.
thank you so much. Thanks for that introduction, and thanks for having me on today to share my positions and get the word out about my campaign. All the information that I'll be sharing today is on our website, www.gregorycoll.com. That's GregoryColl.com. I'm Gregory Coll, Republican candidate for Representative in Congress, Maryland Congressional District 8. I'm a businessman, rocket scientist, and family man. I'm married with 3 children, and I'm the right choice for the better team for American progress. My priorities include healthcare services, strong military, and pro-life agenda. My strengths include problem solving, leadership, and management. I just want to stress that Indian society is largely based on diversity, freedom of thought, family, and Gandhian values. I look at those values as nonviolent protests and sacrifice for higher ideals. And I can't forget the great food, as I remember the taste of the samosa I had just last weekend at my friend Benit's house. Great progress is being made in India since gaining independence in 1947. Over the last 73 years, India has continued to grow and now has one of the largest economies in the world. The radical left wants to take away your basic freedoms guaranteed by the First Amendment to the Constitution of the United States. In recent public statements, Ratty Raskin blatantly mocked the religious objections to the handling of the COVID-19 pandemic. But you have a choice. You can vote for me, Gregory Coll. I will fight to defend your rights and better represent your values. Unite Maryland, unite America. Help us protect your First Amendment rights and act now. Use your power. You can donate to the campaign and get the basic American rights platform to the voting citizens of Maryland. Your donation will help the campaign by supporting media efforts to reach voters in Maryland. The radical left wants to take away your basic freedoms guaranteed under the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment guarantees American citizens the right to keep and bear arms, yet the radical fringe is doing everything it can to deny the law-abiding citizens their rights to keep and bear arms. In this time, when cities are plagued by violence, mayhem, arson, and looting, they tell the police to stand down, rejecting federal aid to alleviate the violence and destruction. When shooting, murders, and injuries are rampant. Now, members of the left are suing to try to close the doors of the National Rifle Association forever. They would leave law-abiding citizens with no defense if, when unlawful violence confronts them in the form of violent criminals, they would take away our right to carry permits, our guns locked in our safes, and our freedom under the Second Amendment. Fight back now. Help us protect the Second Amendment rights. Use your power and act now. Donate to the campaign and get information to all the voters in Maryland. I believe in peaceful protest, but when mobs are tearing down fences, gates, invading private property, law-abiding citizens must have the right to protect themselves, their loved ones, and their property. I will champion your rights under the Second Amendment. The radical left supports killing viable fetuses, babies, up until birth. To some, legislation of abortion creates a choice for women, and it may be a necessary choice under some circumstances. However, there are also a variety of choices available that are not being broadcast by organizations whose primary focus is establishing quotas for abortions, not helping to prevent unwanted pregnancies, nor offering alternatives to abortions. The radical left wants to force you, a taxpayer, to fund abortions and fund organizations whose purpose is to conduct as many abortions as possible. Is that how you want your tax dollars spent? You can change this. Fight back and fight against late-term abortion. Use your power and act now. Donate to the campaign and educate voters about abortion choices. I will use campaign funds to educate Maryland voters regarding choice. And when I get to Congress, stop late-term abortion. Every dollar means a step towards educating our voters about an alternative to hard liberal left who will take away your rights, force you to pay for things that you do not support, and suppress your will to forge ahead in business, education, and personal safety. Each vote for me, Gregory Coll, makes one less for Ratty Raskin, who does not support your values. Let's save this country while there's something left to save. Thank you for your support and donate now at www.gregorycoll.com. And thank you, USIMPACT, for getting this message out.
But Gregory, that was a wonderful speech. Very well said. Save the country, because that's all. That's all we all want. All the citizens, we want our country to go in the right direction, and we all want to be happy and safe being here, and save it just the way it is. It's beautiful and equal for all. So thank you so much for being here and giving your time to US Impact and your platform. And I really like the US flag with Gregory Coll on that.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.